Hi, welcome back to my channel. This review is for The Love List by Elana Johnson. It is the Hilton Head Island book number 1, and it will be out May 17th. So I am making this video a couple of weeks ahead of schedule, but that's going to be my routine, is to pop these videos, to create these videos shortly after I read the books and post them when they're ready to be sold. Now, in this book, we have our sweet and lovely character, and her name is Beatrice, but she's called B. Callahan. Her divorce has just been finalized. 14 months of struggling to get this divorce finalized, and it's happened. Now, B has a group of 5 or 6 friends, and I think I even wrote her friends' names down. Whoops, I just went to Twitter. We don't want anything in Twitter. Blogger. She has a bunch of friends, and they have created what's called a supper club. And I'm going to tell you their names because I imagine we're going to see some of them. Nope, I didn't write all their names down. I could have sworn I did. Okay. I didn't write their names down, but I have a feeling we're going to see some of them in future books. We'll just leave it at that. They had a supper club. Okay. What the supper club was at least 6 women, possibly 7. And most of them were single, divorced, and one of them was kind of dating somebody and one of them was married. That's their dynamic. Well, they helped our protagonists create. Oh, I know what I did. I pulled up Every Summer After. I did write down their names. It's the Love List. The other ladies were Larson, Joy, Sage, and Cass. And B, with the help of her friends, created this list. It's a bucket list. Well, this bucket list was ultimately renamed to the Love List that she created. Now, the Love List was very, very sweet because B had things that she wanted to do, like eat seafood because she wasn't crazy about seafood, or just do different things that people would put on a bucket list. And the reason why is because she had been married for decades and now she's divorced and she needed a fresh start. Now, she had these solid friendships, and she meets this person when she goes on this vacation, which one of her friends secured the arrangement for her. And his name is Grant. And she's drawn to him. And he's drawn to her. In fact, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I should say this. Let's just say that their feelings for one another were strong feelings from the get-go. Was it love at first sight? I don't know. But they had strong feelings. Now, the only problem that I have with this book is, and I'm probably going to do 3 stars, maybe 4, even though there's just a handful, only 6 reviews on it, and it's got 4.71 rating, is you have B and all of her friends, and you have Sam and a couple of his friends. And after you're reading about Sam and B, you'll stop and you'll read about the drama so-and-so's having. And then you go back to our main characters, and then you'll read about the drama somebody else is having. And you go back to our main characters, and part of me thinks that because this is the first book in a new series, that it could have been laying the groundwork for other books in the series. And if it was laying the groundwork, then I can accept those side stories. But I kind of felt like some of those side stories were completely and utterly unnecessary. That's how I feel about that. But it still was a story about lost friendship and unexpected love. Nonetheless, even though I wasn't crazy about the side stories. Okay? Now, I loved her love list. I loved the list. I loved that she took herself out of her comfort zone to try to find footing for her future. And that's where I think these side stories are going to play into future books in the series. And I bring up the side stories again because B had these solid friendships that she formed with these other ladies. So I guess I can accept that, and I might even do 4 stars for that reason. I just have to think about it. But guess what? I've got 2 weeks before this book comes out to think about it. But so that's it. Nothing wrong with it other than the fact that like I said, the side stories in the midlife crises, and should I trust, and what should I put first, and what am I going to do about my family, and so forth and so on. But it's a contemporary romance, very sweet, very, very loving, and did give us a happily ever after. And I'm going to say one other thing. There was something in this book that alluded to faith. And even though this is not a Christian romance, I liked how it alluded to faith and what kind of God we have when it comes to our inner happiness. And now that I've said that and said it out loud, it's kind of given me a little bit more respect for this book. So yeah, we'll do 4 stars, but you'll see this video when the book's ready to re-release. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.